From the field at UB Stadium, you're in the bullseye. Inside UB Athletics, I'm Paul Peck, radio voice of Bulls football, joined by Jim Kubiak, Bulls radio color analyst. What a big day on campus. It started with a men's basketball season opener, then here for the middle event, followed by volleyball at Alumni Arena. But Jim, that middle game here against Western Michigan is the one that people are talking about. Another big Buffalo victory, their second in a row.
Well, it was a good one, and again, Buffalo puts all three phases together, and defensively, they shut down a great passing offense, and offensively, they were able to run the ball with power, and Joe Licata had a big day throwing it.
Head coach Jeff Quinn said he was proud of his team because all three units contributed to this victory. But this game turned late with about 3 minutes to go. Western Michigan driving down by 5. They get to the UB 24-yard line, and that's when Jake Stockman comes up with our turning point play of the week. Second down and 10. We have 3:36 to go in the game. The Bulls up 29-24. I formation under center. Carter, 5-step drop. Hit from behind.
Khalil took his man down. I was able to come off the edge pretty free. I was able to get around the guy and saw the quarterback's arm go back. So swung at it. Another thing that Coach Jappy Oliver goes over all the time. You see the arm, swing at the ball, try to make a play.
Ball comes out.
Fumble.
Who's got it?
I was just right place, right time. Ball's right in front of me, and I was able to dive on top of it and gain possession.
Jake Stockman just abused the guy trying to block him on the left side. Hit Carter before he moved the arm forward. The ball popped out. Colby Way was there to recover. And the third takeaway of the game, make it the fourth takeaway of the game for the Bulls, may very well be the biggest one of them all.
It was a huge play. They were driving, and that play changed all the momentum.
The celebration with my teammates, I know Willie Mosley, it was his last game on the home field. He was the first one over to me. We were celebrating, having a good time, running down the field.
Welcome back on the field here following the Bulls' 29-24 win over Western Michigan. I like the fact that Jake Stockman alluded to that he was lined up on the same side as Khalil Mack. That makes life pretty easy for anybody, doesn't it?
That's always the right side to be on, and Khalil Mack's going to attract a lot of attention. He sure did on that play, and that allowed Stockman to get around the edge and make that big hit and force the fumble.
One thing that I thought about in this game, Jim, you go back to an early season game when the Bulls lose Brandon Oliver at halftime. It seemed to deflate the team, and they couldn't fight out from that disappointment. Well, here you lose Brandon Oliver early in the game and you lose a 17-point lead. How do you think the Bulls were able to fight through that and come back and win?
I think it's a maturation process. I think there's a lot of guys in this team that are just coming of age, and Jeff Quinn's done a great job of bringing these guys along, and they believe in each other. They believe in what they can do, and to get down in a game like that and to be able to battle back against a good Western Michigan football team says a lot about the character of this team.
I couldn't be more proud of this football team in all three phases, offense, defense, special teams. They all fed off each other, and then our senior class. I mean, it was a team win, but, our seniors been through a lot. They've been with me shoulder to shoulder along the way, just continuously to persevere and fight through adversity, and they did that again today. And it was just a great victory for our team, but really special for our senior class and their families.
My heart, my soul, all my blood, sweat, tears is on this field. Number 40, Stephen Means, will forever be a UB Bull. I want to thank this team, this coaching staff, all you guys, for allowing me to leave this field victorious and happy.
I've been here for 3 years, and watching them as sophomores come up now, and it's a blessing to really, go out for them. Because we've been going to chapel and team services like that, and then the message was play for each other, not necessarily a name on the back of your jersey, but a name on the front, and that's what we did.
I formation under center. Carter, 5-step drop. Hit from behind. Ball comes out.
Fumble.
Who's got it? Stockman knocks it away. And the Bulls have recovered the football. Colby Way comes up with it.
Mac went and did his job, took a blocker down, and then I was able to bend around the last blocker and saw the quarterback's arm go up, so I just kind of threw my arm out there. Ball went on the ground. I think Colby had the presence of mind to jump on it real quick.
Success can't surprise this team because we know what we can do.
Just had to get it together. There were some things we had to pick up, and it was on us. We had to play on all phases, special teams, offense, and defense. So that was on us, and we picking up the slack, and we're going to finish strong.
Joe's been preparing for this all his life. I mean, he had a great career in high school, and he's got a great O-line in front of him. He's got great playmakers on the outside, great running backs. So, I mean, he has confidence in himself, and that's what you look for in your quarterback position.
Licata in the shotgun, gets the snap, in the pocket, looks, throws it deep, wide open, Alex Newts, bullseye, it's a Buffalo touchdown!
You know, we knew it was going to come down to the wire, and it was one of those moments again. You know, we were trying to force this thing to end with our offense on the field. That's really what our focus was. But you know, we were able to punt it down there, and then the big interception by Courtney. I mean, to be able to do that for the first time in the history of our program, have 3 interceptions by one individual in the game, speaks volumes to him coming back, even though he didn't play last week.
I mean, it feels good, but I got to give all the credit to my teammates because Coach Tepp and Coach Maurice Linquist put me in the right positions all the time. And then with a new quarterback coming in, we knew we had to rattle him in order to get the turnovers, and that's what we did.
I told the guys, I said, if I could cut this in 105 pieces, I would. I said, because that's what we have in that locker room. And, you know, I couldn't be more proud, but we're going to have each one of these young men sign it, and it's a very significant win. Who's got it better than the Bulls? Nobody!
Well, one of the old sports cliches is takeaways come in bunches, and they sure did for the Bulls, who had only 6 all season long, yet they get 5 today. Courtney Lester with 3 interceptions, first Division 1A Bulls football player to ever have 3 picks in one game. Sometimes there's no explanation, but how do you explain what we saw today with 5 takeaways?
Well, I think Coach Tepper had a philosophy. He was going to play 8 guys in coverage, and I think the quarterback on the opposing team, Carter, really was impatient today, and he was forcing the ball into the teeth of that coverage, and Buffalo was there to make the plays, and I really credit Lou Tepper with that strategy.
Now, Bulls wide receiver Alex Newts didn't agree with me when I asked if he thought we saw a different Joe Licata here today, and I'll yield to Alex. He had the game-winning touchdown in this one, so I won't argue with him, but I thought we saw a more calm, a more confident Joe Licata today. What did you think?
Well, I agree with that, and, you know, the first game that you start, you're always a little bit rocky, and I think Joe in the first half of the game last week was a little slow, but he recovered, and boy, he made a big jump tonight. I thought he looked, from his body language, like he was in command. I thought he threw the ball away when he needed to, and he didn't hurt the football team with any interceptions. And you put all those things together, and you play great defense and do good on special teams with some great kicks by Patrick Clark. Yep. And you get 2 in a row, and that's a big thing here for these Buffalo Bulls.
Well, speaking of that 2 in a row, even after the game, Jeff Quinn said he could still feel the energy in this building from a 2-game winning streak. It means the world. It's been a long time since this team was able to run some wins together. Tell me, as a guy who used to be in those locker rooms, who knows what this feeling is about, what's going through the mind of those players who have now for 2 weeks in a row seen everything work?
Well, one word, vindication. I mean, all that hard work in the offseason and spring ball and even the toil from losing games that you're close on, to put it together back-to-back with 8 great quarters of football, and now to go on the road for your last 2 games and really make a statement on this season, I think it says a lot about these guys, and I could be happier for them.
Well, we'll see if the Bulls can make it a way to get 3 wins in a row. That happens in an NFL stadium, Gillette Stadium. Not a lot of Buffalo teams have had a lot of luck in Gillette Stadium. We'll see if the Bulls can figure out a way when they take on the Massachusetts Minutemen. That's next week, kickoff at 3 o'clock.